Welcome to science class. Students, in the last period, you have seen about ecosystem and biogeochemical cycle. Today, we will study about nitrogen cycle, then oxygen cycle and carbon cycle. How this cycle occur in our nature and how these gases they are given out from the atmosphere, taken by the organisms or again returned to the atmosphere. What is that process that you will see here? How these processes occur, because students, there are many gases in our atmosphere. Different gases are there like nitrogen, oxygen, then carbon dioxide, but the percentage of these gases and occurrence of these gases, how they are useful to us, how they are transferred from plants to animals and animals to the atmosphere, that you will see all these things in this period. You will focus on this in this period. So here we start from nitrogen cycle. Now students, you know it very well that there is 78% nitrogen in the atmosphere. Then why is it necessary for the plants that the fixation of the nitrogen should be done? There is one reason for this. Listen carefully. Plants do not take nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. He cannot take nitrogen directly. There is one process by which that nitrogen is fixed and that nitrogen is transferred to the plants. Plants do not take nitrogen directly from the atmosphere. There are some methods. That method is known as nitrogen fixation. Means that nitrogen is converted into different chemicals, and after conversion of it into different chemicals, that content can be taken by the plants, which is useful for its growth. Now understand here what happens with the nitrogen from the atmosphere. Now it is clear to you that there is 78% nitrogen in the atmosphere. Now what happens when there is a rainy season? This nitrogen comes to the earth with the help of the rain. You can say when there is rainy season, that nitrogen comes from atmosphere to the soil. Means this process takes place in rainy season only, when there is a water in the cloud and the water from the cloud will come to the soil or to the earth. And what happens? Now in soil there are different types of microorganisms. Listen carefully, because this process is very complicated and you should understand it easily, so that you hear or you listen it carefully. So what happens? There are different types of the microorganisms in the soil. Microorganisms like the rhizobium. Rhizobium is one example of microorganism. There are many microorganisms in the soil, but with the help of the rhizobium, this nitrogen is converted into ammonia or ammonium. Means this nitrogen is converted into NH3, means ammonia or ammonium. Now what happens when it is converted into ammonia or ammonium? In the next process, this ammonia and the other content is converted into nitrite and nitrate. Now all this process happen or takes place in the soil. That means in the soil plant do not take nitrogen directly. On that nitrogen different chemical reaction takes place. They are converted into nitrites and nitrates. Now these nitrites and nitrates that can be taken directly by the plants. Means the process in which this nitrogen is converted into nitrite and the nitrate, this process is very important, and in this process different types of the microorganisms takes place. Microorganisms in the soil are very useful. Microorganism like rhizobium or the microorganism like Nitrosomonas. This is also one microorganism which is present in the soil. Now this microorganism have chemical reaction with the content, and these content they are converted into nitrite and the nitrate. Now these contents can be taken easily by the plants. Now when plants take these contents, plants growth, there is a growth of the plant. Now these plants they are eaten by the animals. Now when animals will grow, different types of the excretory products of the animals, or you can say when the animals are no more, means that when they die they are decomposed, and after their decomposition they are mixed with the soil. Listen carefully. At first nitrite taken by the plants, then plants eaten by the animals, then animals after decomposition goes to the soil, and in the soil they are again converted into ammonia. Listen carefully, they are converted into ammonia, and that process is known as ammonification. This process again takes place with the help of bacteria or the fungi. Means in the nitrogen fixation, it is clear that different types of the microorganisms are very necessary in the soil. You should take care of them. Now why I am putting this point before you? Because we use different types of the fertilizers in the soil. We use different types of the insecticide in the soil. Due to that, this microorganism die. Listen carefully. If such a type of microorganism like rhizobium, microorganism like Nitrosomonas will die, the fixation of the nitrogen, it will be impossible. And if the fixation of the nitrogen is not done, at that time plants will not get any type of the nutrient from the soil. There will not be growth of the plants. Listen carefully. This in the nitrogen fixation, these microorganisms have very important role. Now here we have given only two examples of the microorganisms. There are many microorganisms in the soil, and they have their action on the different chemicals. They have their action on the different components, and these contents are transferred to the plants. So the nitrogen fixation is very necessary for the plant's growth. If there is no nitrogen fixation, what will happen? The plants will not grow. Listen carefully. Now there are the 4 steps in this. First step is ammonification, that is done by the bacteria or the fungi. Second one is nitrogen fixation, in which nitrate and the nitrite they are converted by the Nitrosomonas. Then third one is nitrification. In nitrification, ammonia is converted into nitrite or nitrate. And fourth one is denitrification, in which nitrogen compounds, all the nitrogen compounds, they are converted into gaseous nitrogen. Means the nitrogen cycle takes place with the help of these 4 steps that are given on the blackboard. Now you can see these 4 steps in the book also. In the book diagram is given. You can observe that diagram, and from that diagram it will be clear to you that how nitrogen fixation takes place or how nitrogen cycle works. Now second cycle, oxygen cycle. Listen carefully, student. This is very important for us because oxygen is very necessary gas for the survival of man. You know it very well. Oxygen is very necessary for us. We can't respire without oxygen. Our life is impossible without oxygen. So it is our duty to know how this oxygen cycle occurs in the atmosphere. Now listen carefully, there is 21% oxygen in the atmosphere. 21%. Percentage of oxygen in the atmosphere is 21%. Now how this oxygen is taken by the plants? How this oxygen taken by the animals and how that is converted by the plants, that you will see here by one diagram. Now in the atmosphere, what is there? There is oxygen. In atmosphere there is oxygen. Now when there is a combustion, in the process of the combustion, this oxygen is converted into carbon dioxide. Means when any substance burns, that process is known as combustion. Now in combustion, that substance will take oxygen from the atmosphere and it will get converted into carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide will be taken by the plants. You know it very well that plants prepare their own food by the help of photosynthesis. And in the photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is very necessary. Now when the plants prepare their own food, you know very well, plants gives out oxygen at night. Listen carefully. We always say that plants are very useful to us, but you should know the reason of this. Plants are very useful to us. Plants give us fruits, that is the part. But at the place of the fruits, they give us free oxygen, pure oxygen also. If there are many trees around your house, what will happen? The percentage of the oxygen near your house will be more. That means the plant gives out the oxygen and this oxygen again given to the atmosphere. And in this way, this cycle goes on. Now when the atmospheric oxygen, now in human being, if you understand it, in the human or in the man, when we respire, respiration takes place. At that time what happens? In the respiration, we gives out carbon dioxide. And this carbon dioxide is again taken by the plants, and in this way this process goes on cyclically in one cycle. And so it is known as oxygen cycle. Now in this oxygen cycle, why oxygen is necessary in the atmosphere? Oxygen is necessary for respiration, it is necessary for combustion, and it is necessary for formation of oxides. But now one thing, it should be clear to you, here it is given 21%. Means in atmosphere there should be 21% of the oxygen, there is, that is given in the book. But due to pollution, what is happening? Listen carefully. Due to pollution, the percentage of the oxygen in the atmosphere is decreasing by 1 or 2. Means if you measure the percentage of oxygen in the atmosphere, that will be less, 1 or 2 point less. Means it will be 18%, it will be 19%. So for that, what you will do? You will plant more and more trees. For what? So that you get more and more percentage of the oxygen in the atmosphere. Listen carefully. Why plantation is necessary? Because due to the pollution, oxygen going on decreasing. And if you do not get oxygen in the proper proportion, your life will be in danger. So it is your duty to plant more and more trees. Listen carefully, students. You should plant more and more trees. Now third cycle is a carbon cycle. Third one is a carbon cycle. Listen carefully. There is only 0.03% carbon in the atmosphere. Only 0.03%. but the cycle occur. And the carbon cycle is very important cycle in our atmosphere or in our nature. Why? Because by this process plants prepare their own food, and plants is our food. So it is very necessary for us to study about this. Now what happens? Listen carefully. Now in carbon cycle what happens? Plants prepare their own food. Now how plants prepare their own food? That process is known as photosynthesis. Plants prepare their food with the help of the photosynthesis. Means plant prepare carbohydrates, they prepare fats, they prepare proteins also, and these contents they are taken by the herbivorous animal. Now these herbivorous animals, they are eaten by the carnivorous animals. Means plants will be taken by herbivorous, herbivorous will be taken, or that is the food of carnivorous, and carnivorous will go to the apex consumer. Means apex consumer will get their food from the carnivores. Means you can say that here the process of photosynthesis is very necessary. And in the process of photosynthesis, what is essential? Carbon is very essential. Carbon in the form of carbon dioxide. Means plants will take carbon dioxide and then they prepare food. That food will be taken by the herbivores. Herbivores will be eaten by the carnivores, and from the carnivores the apex consumer will get their food. Now this is the one chain. Now from this it is clear that the process of photosynthesis is very necessary. Now you can give the definition of the carbon cycle in one sentence. Carbon cycle is nothing but the recycling of carbon. Listen carefully. Recycling of the carbon from atmosphere to living organism. From atmosphere to living organism and then back to the atmosphere. Listen carefully. This recycling is always from atmosphere to living organism and from living organism to the atmosphere, and this process is very necessary, process of carbon cycle. Now in the carbon cycle there is one equation given here in the book, that you understand it, because how chemical equation is written, how it is balanced, that is also part of 9th class science, and you should know it very well, or you should be able to write equation or to balance the equation. Now here you have said that with the help of the carbon dioxide and water, listen carefully, with the help of the carbon dioxide and water, in presence of the sunlight and chlorophyll, in presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, plants prepare their own food, that is nothing but glucose. Means here 4 components are very necessary in the photosynthesis. Students, listen carefully. 4 components, which are they? One is carbon dioxide, then water, third one is sunlight, and fourth one is chlorophyll. Until and unless these 4 components are present, when they are present, photosynthesis will take place. If any one of the component is absent, photosynthesis will not take place. From this it is very clear to you that here carbon dioxide is very necessary, and carbon dioxide means one of the agent of the carbon cycle. Now here I am putting one question before you. Why carbon cycle is very necessary? Carbon cycle is very necessary for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis will not occur without carbon cycle, and the food of the plant is glucose, and with glucose there is production of water molecule and oxygen molecule also. That are the other parts, but main production in the photosynthesis is glucose, and glucose is the food of the plants. Now students, I would like to put one question before you. Here carbon percentage is only 0.03. Carbon percentage is 0.03. Carbon dioxide percentage is also fixed in the atmosphere. But why the temperature on the earth goes on increasing? Very simple question. Percentage is fixed, but temperature is going on rising. Why? The answer of this question is that, listen carefully, that question is given in the exercise also. Because after the completion of this period, you have to solve the question from the exercise. Listen carefully. Why the temperature on the earth is going on increasing? That is the one question before us. Because you live on the earth. And why temperature is going on rising? There is one reason for this. Listen carefully. Students, there are many chemical factories on the earth. There are many vehicles on the earth. You know it very well. In the vehicles, there is combustion of fuel. In the factories, there is combustion of the fuel. And in the combustion of the fuel, which gas is more and more percentage? Carbon dioxide is evolved in more and more percentage. Now what will be effect? And due to the evolvement of this carbon dioxide, more and more percentage, what will happen? The temperature on the earth will rise. So it is our duty to maintain all these combustions. Means you can't say that you stop factories, you stop vehicles. You can't say like this, but you should use vehicles in a convenient manner. Means when it is very necessary for you to go outside by vehicle, at that time also only that vehicle should be used, so that there is not increase in the pollution. And if there is increase in the pollution, what will happen? The temperature on the earth will go on increasing. So today you have learned about the nitrogen cycle, oxygen cycle and carbon cycle. Now in these three cycles, if it is not clear to you, you can read all these cycles from the book also, and then you write the answers of the questions that are given in the exercise. Now I finish my class.